Oh, now it's working. Great, love that. Okay. Alright, now we can get started. There we go. I don't know why my mic was disconnected, that was weird. Anyway, hello everybody, my name is Shino the Penguin. This is not my introduction, what am I doing? It's your boy, Shino the Penguin, back at you with another stream. Welcome to a Friday. I know it's been a while since I streamed, I think the last one was probably Sunday? But yeah, I mean, I won't lie, this week's been a bit not great, but we pushed through, so just wanted to get at least something, you know. I know, so I updated my description on my Twitch, like the little like sections. What do you call them? They have a name for them. I forgot what they're called. But that's okay. They're blurb things. So I updated that. I don't technically still have a schedule, but I did post like, you know, like, oh, this is the days I might stream. Which actually, now that I think about it, is probably gonna change in 2 weeks, so I might have to update that. Because reasons, which I might get into later. But all that being said, I wanted to try and at least get something today. And you know, I realized, you know, it's been a while since I did Umamusume. It's been quite a while since I did Umamusume, despite the fact that originally my channel description thing, I said that I specialize in Umamusume and Gakuen Now Master, despite the fact that I haven't played either of them in a long time. So, I mean, I think the last time I played Umamusume was the April Fool's stream. I didn't even finish that. I think I just quit halfway because I was like, ah, screw this. And then, God, how long has it been since Gakuen Now Master? I think it's been the Lilia, when they released the Lilia character, which, the new one, which, God, that was weeks ago. So it has been quite a while. And admittedly, I don't play those games as much, to be quite frank, but maybe if they ever come out with something more interesting than, you know, standard, oh, story event, oh, you know, those kinds of things, maybe I might do something then, but for now I'm just, you know, playing it on my own. Just kind of distracted, that kind of thing. So all that being said, today we're gonna do some stadium runs because there really isn't that much in Umamusume right now. I think there's like the little, actually let me go into the event right now. Let me get into the thing. Let me press my little thing. Let me actually turn off the music if we're gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Is that? Now I'm worried that might be loud though, now that I'm like looking at that. I don't know. It's been fine before, I don't know why I'm suddenly being all like, oh, it's probably too loud now. Oh, that could be loud, sorry. Like this, so I don't blast your eardrums like I did last time with the truck sim. I was watching the VOD for that, I was like, oh, suddenly it's like, whoa, that was way too loud. So, I don't think anybody was watching it at the time, hopefully, which is good, but like, I hope nobody was watching that, because god, that would be bad. Okay, that should be a little better, I think. If that's a little quiet, let me know, but I think that's fine. Anyway, yeah, so I think the only event that's going on right now is not that, that's that event, oh, that event over. That event over. Please load. This event, which isn't really an event, it's just the, yeah, you know, just do the races, collect the rewards. It's not really, it's like the Pokedex, you know, you collect the Pokedex of all the Pokemon, the Umamusume, but I don't know, they don't really give us enough time, especially with the number of characters that are out now that are playable. I don't know if they even give us enough time, because I remember I was trying to play the event when it released, but then it was broken, so I wasn't even able to play it. And I think I just started doing my first runs today. I'm a bit behind on that too, but that's the only thing that's really going on right now. I guess technically CM training is going on right now, but like, who does? I mean, I think League of Heroes is the thing that's happening right now, or the next thing that's gonna happen. Which I've mentioned this so many times, but I don't really care too much about League of Heroes, so it's like I'd rather just, you know, just YOLO it for the most part. Anyway, but yeah, let's let me. That's not my stadium team. This is my stadium team. I'm like trying to not look at my phone, so I'm not like ooh all the time, you know, like that. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, like, I know. Okay, so there's two different goals I have right now. They're both kind of conflicting, in a way. One of my goals is to get the highest ranked like Uma that I can. Why is my hair so itchy? I took a shower yesterday. What am I doing? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so one of the goals is, right, to get like the highest ranked Uma that I can, which right now is Gentle Donna with this UC4, this little thing here. My other goal is to at least fill up my stadium team, because right now you can see that I don't have the best stadium members right now. The reason why I say it's conflicting is because... Actually, it's not really that conflicting, but the reason why I say it's conflicting is because all of my best stadium Umas right now are medium and long distance. And I think the best way to be able to get the high scores is, honestly, to train for medium and long distance Umas. Because of the fact it's so easy to like fill up like all five of these, like I guess stats. Like, if you can fill that up to like pretty high, it's one, good for mid and like long distance Umas, and two, it will result in like, you know, higher scores. Like with some of these, like the whatchamacallit, short distance Umas, it's like, okay, well, I mean, they don't really need stamina, but that's also kind of limiting, because like, keep that low, it's not gonna, you know, that rank is also probably not gonna be as high. So so here's my plan. I'm thinking, and this is kind of like, honestly, 3 birds in 1 stone sort of thing, not even 2 birds in 1 stone. If they're actually, hold on, are they still doing that? They still, oh shoot, did they? Ah, I missed it. I was too late. Dang it! Because there was like a anniversary reward where it's like, I think you had to do like the long Stella, like all the kind of different Stella races that happened in, I think, like the Twinkle Legends series, or Twinkle Legends event. Like there was a reward for that, and I was again too lazy to get that, so I was just like, I'll just do it later. And it has been, I think, several weeks since then, so it's a bit too late for that. Having said that, I still haven't gotten the trophies for those. Like if you look at my trophies, I think I'm only missing the long. Yeah, that's actually it. I'm only literally missing just the long, like these 2 trophies: the Dreamfest Pride Long, Dreamfest Long Legend. Okay. So, in that case, I might, and like, okay, this isn't a character I really like, but I know this is probably like one of the easiest characters to get long, like that long sort of race with, is Maya of Top Gun. Now, do we want to go OG Maya? I think, I have other Mayas, right? I think I have the Wedding Maya. Do I have the Wedding Maya? I might not have the Wedding Maya, actually, which might be, oh, no, I do. Is that, why do I feel like there is another one? There's another Maya, right? It's the Rock Maya. I don't think I have that one. Let me double check that. But I don't think I have that one, so probably have to go with one of the 2 options right now. Let me see. Yeah, so here's all the characters I don't have, which I think almost all, all of them are like alt costumes. So yeah, the Rock Maya right here, which I've heard that's actually a pretty good one. So here's the thing, like I have enough, so if I really wanted to, I could, you know, like pull, because there's these, like all the gotchas going on right now, like the step out gotchas, which I think I have enough gems for them, paid gems, because I'm a freaking whale. But I could, you know, because I think it's guaranteed at the last step to get whatever you want. So I could go for, you know, this Maya right here. But also I don't really have any other characters I really want, to be honest. Like yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, there it is. Like, speaking of, there it is. It's a freaking cat too, which I think is, that's questionable. Nah, you know what? I'll just go with OG. Let's do OG Maya. I'm not doing this. I mean, hey, if this ends up being like good enough for Stadium Team, that's great. But I'm just gonna do this just to get the long distance trophies out of the way. So with that in mind, oh god, it's been so long since I trained a Maya on a Top Gun. What strategy is good for her? Because I know the whole deal with her is that she's actually good with every strategy. You can see that she has like at least B aptitude for all the strategies, and that's because in real life, her real life horse version was able to run all the distances, all the aptitudes, all the strategies. That's why in her blurb, in her like character introduction thing, it says that she's actually kind of a genius, which is like, it's like, oh, she can actually do all of these like kind of racing strategies, kind of speaks to her geniusness. But that's neither here nor there. So with that being said, what is her, let's see, Non-stop girl. Okay, she has that one. Okay. I don't think any of these are like aptitude specific. Oh, there is a Nikke. I do have pretty good Nikke cards, runner cards, so I might just do that. You know, let's do a Nikke. Let's add her to the Nikke Kitty sisters. You know, that idol group. So with that in mind, I definitely need Seiyun Sky. Okay, here's the other conundrum. What do I want to do? I probably want to honestly get as much speed as possible. That's also probably a good thing. And I see there's a long distance there. So actually, is this my... Oh shoot, this is my like 6-star aptitude long. So that's really good. I'll take that. And then, let's see. Do I have any other good ones? Ines? Not really. That's also not really that helpful. Mile. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll take it. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. I know Ines isn't the best, but also whatever. And I was training some Ineses before this, so I already have a pretty good... I think this is a pretty good for skill, or for a deck. Yeah, because I think the Airship Core is still good. Let me adjust this up again. Make sure I don't move too much. And I immediately move right after I said that. Okay, and then yeah, since we're doing long mid distance, I think the Ardon's probably gonna be better. Still in love. I know aptitude. Why do I look so weird? Okay, that is. Let me move myself real quick. That's better. Okay. I don't know why I was so weirdly. I was weirdly not in a good position. Oh. That's weird. Okay, that explains a lot. Okay, on the spot, troubleshooting. Anywho, no, I think that's fine. I mean, guess I could do more. No, I think Marzen's probably not even that good of a speed card anymore. I mean, ideally Almond Eye, right? I think that's the best speed card, but like, I don't have many copies of her, so it's not probably gonna be that useful. So let's get into it. It has been I don't even know how long it's been since I trained a Mai on a Top Gun, honestly. It's been so long. Like some of these characters I don't think I've trained in like honestly like more than a year. Like I think like legitimately. There's so many characters, most of them aren't even that meta. I need to turn that off. Yeah, like most of them aren't even that good for the meta for like any like CMs, and like I don't really like them. I just have them just cuz. Like there's some characters that it's just like I haven't even trained in like touched in like years, honestly, which is kind of crazy to think about. One of these being this one. Actually, before we do this, let me figure out the plan for this. Okay. Oh, is that really all she does? She only does these races? That's crazy. Huh. Interesting. Is that why everybody recommends her to do the or is that why everybody recommends to do the whatchamacallits? This one for long, I guess? That's interesting. Okay, what is her... Okay, she needs fans, that's for sure. By classic 7th year, okay. Easy enough. And then she needs... And then, yeah, this was the required races, okay. So if that's the case, I'll probably just have her do Hopeful Stakes, that's pretty easy, and then I'll get her to 10,000. Are there any other long distance races I should be keeping an eye on that she should do, honestly? Because, like... That would probably be better just in case. Because I don't know. I think it counts required races, right? For like number of races. So like the most of a distance that she does, I think it still includes like the required races. So that's the case. If that's the case, then I might as well. But just in case, let's add one of those, and then I think that should be good. I think we should be Gucci. Okay, did I do that right? Okay, I did that right. I don't know what I'm saying. I think that's a long distance, that's a long distance, that's a long distance. Those both are... Okay, no, we should be good. Alright, let's do some training. Let's do some trains. Let's train it up, everybody. Let's get some trains. I like trains. Man, I think last night I was watching some... Just like... On like a nostalgia run and like watching some Astef movie. Did you know that there's 15 of those now? That's crazy to think about. Like, I knew that there was definitely, like, they still continue doing those, or, like, I guess it's they, because, like, it is a team, you know, Tomska's, I think, the main one who does it, but, like, it's mainly like, you know, it's the whole team, you know, of animators and stuff, and voice actors and all that good stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, there's 15 of them now, which is kind of, I mean, insane to think about. And I think at least for the like first few, because I grew up watching those, like, you know, like those kinds of videos, so there was definitely a nostalgia factor to watching it, but also it's just like kind of nice to be like like watch it, and then it's like I can recite everything, I can recite like whatever's coming next. It's like, oh yeah, that's, it's just like, you know, like have that like saved before it actually happens, sort of thing. It's like, I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Pie flavor. And it's just like, it's ingrained in my head at this point. Oh, I thought she failed that for a second. Yeah, and like I remember, I think it wasn't even that long ago that I was like, the newest ones, I was just like, man, these suck. Like these aren't like, you know, being like the old hipster, like, oh, the new stuff is bad. It's like the classics are where it is, sort of thing. You know, everybody has that. You know, I feel like there's like a lot of cases where you could kind of play that, like Pokemon, for instance. People are like, oh, original 151 are better than the other ones, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. Or like, I'm thinking, actually, no, SpongeBob is a bad example because SpongeBob actually is true. Like the first three seasons ish, like the ones before the movie for sure are definitely the best ones, and like anything after that is just kind of like that's actually true. Like that's not even like, you know, a bias or anything. That is actually true. And they're still making episodes of that too, by the way, which is kind of crazy. I remember, I think on Twitter I think I saw like there was an episode of like Bubble Bass, like they were doing like this weird like nostalgia critic, what is it, like parody? It's like Bubble Bass was like the nostalgia critic, and he had like the hat and outfit and everything, and it's like, oh, he was talking about anime and stuff, and it's just like, what? It's a SpongeBob and anime, and it's just like, what? This is a weird timeline we're in. But I have not watched any like the newest episodes in a long time. I think honestly, the number of new SpongeBob episodes I've watched, I could probably count. Wait, did we get the? We did get the date. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, I think the newest episode I've watched was probably, and I don't even think I've watched it to the full extent, but there was if y'all know like the My Leg guy, you know, that was classic SpongeBob, like my leg, and like apparently they made like a whole character arc or whatever of like, apparently they named him, it's like Fred, his name's Fred, and it's like, oh, it's like, you know, the character arc of Fred, and like the episode about Fred, and you know, his life and all that, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, I mean that is definitely, you know, it's a callback, which is pretty nice in a way, but like also it's just like, I just like, I'm sorry, I was scratching my head there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just my nostalgia speaking, but I was just like, yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of it. How do we get to this conversation? I don't even remember. Oh, old versus new, and then I don't even remember how we got to that point. I'm legitimately trying to remember. Oh my god, really? You're not gonna give me? Oh, you're not gonna give me the? It's kind of a dead run then, honestly, if I don't get the boosts. I guess I'll just get this for now, and then I hope for the boost, or not the boost, the gauge stamps. I think those are. If you don't get 2 gauge stamps at the beginning, you're kind of SOL with these ones. So. Kind of already not a good state right now with this. But it's also kind of early to. Sorry, it's kind of early to tell. I need to. Why is like the like little space between? I guess the bridge of your nose, like that area. It's just like really itchy for some reason. I'm just like, I keep having to itch it, which is kind of annoying because it also blocks my like face tracking. So if you see like, and it's just like, oh, I'm talking, but you don't see between it. It's just like, oh, what's happening? And it's like. I'm breaking. I'm breaking. Anyway, that's my TED talk. That's my TED Talk. That's one of my former coworkers like to do that. It's like say that a lot. It's like, oh, thank you for coming to my TED Talk or something. You know, like whenever she like, or yeah, she did like was like, you know, talking like a lot during like a presentation or something, or like you're during a meeting. She's like, all right, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, it's a good friend. You know, on the one hand, I hope they're doing well, but on the other hand, you know, well, it's not their fault that I got like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still salty, especially, and I don't want to talk too much about jobs because I know it's a huge bummer and all that stuff, especially with the way that the world be right now, the way that the job market is. It still sucks, by the way. I've gotten no interviews so far, many rejections, been keeping on applying, you know, just keep on trucking sort of thing, just keep on applying, but not gonna lie, it gets to, I mean, I understand, right? It's just like, you know, it's a numbers game at the end of the day. It's like, you know, I think that one quote from Get to Work really stuck out to me. It's like, it takes like the average person like 40 applications to get like a job interview, and like for me, I feel like it's even more at this point, because I'm like, what, 300 applications in, and I'm like gotten 5 or 6 interviews, so it's like what, 50, 60-ish. Oh my god, really? None of these are what I want. None of these are what I want. Actually, let me check. I have my little guide here. I wouldn't need the guide, but you know, it's nice to have it just in case. Yeah, no, none of these are what I want. I guess I'll just take this one. But yeah, no, it sucks. It do be suck, but that's part of the reason why I didn't really stream this week, because I was thinking about it, but I was just like, I just was not in the right mindset to be. Honestly, even now, like, I'm still kind of like a little bit like, you know, down mood. But you know, we'll just, it's whatever, you know, it's just whatever for sure. You know, there's still time. Fortunately, now we're starting to get into the point where I'm starting to worry a bit about my money. So I'm like, I think I've talked a lot about how like, oh, like eat out, that kind of thing. Well, one, I delete all the apps from my phone, so like, you know, to stop doing that. 2, I've been a lot more cognizant of, you know, how I'm spending my money, how I've been, you know, all that kind of stuff. Which, suffice to say, is probably not great, because it does feel like to the point where sometimes I feel like I just starve myself, which I don't do that. It's like I still like eat meals, but it's like, if it comes to between like, oh, do I spend the money to like, you know, like eat, like buy this food, or, you know, not eat, I lean towards not eating at this point, because I want to save as much money as I can, because I don't know how long it's going to be before I actually get something. Because I'm not going to lie, with the way that everything is in the right world right now, it's not even just a job, I'm just like talking overall state of the world. It's not looking great, but it's not looking great, y'all. Not looking the best, so I'm not really too optimistic about the future, but we still keep pushing. You know, that's the only thing we can do at this point. You know, control what you can control, sort of thing. So that's my life update. Short life update, the depressing life update. In other news, it has been weather update. It has been still cold. In fact, I think today actually kind of warmed up a bit, but it's like still in the mid 40s. Like I went grocery shopping today, and I was like, yeah, it's actually kind of not too bad outside, but like, it's still like, you know, I'd rather not go out, because it's not great weather, but I really should go out more often, just to like, you know, like, oh, come on, how did you not win that? Yeah, I really do, because I just realized, you know, taking walks, even if it's just like a short time, just being outside and not being inside so much is really nice. So I should do that more often, even if it is like 30-something degrees outside, which actually, I think it snowed on Monday, or it was like early in the week or something. It was like, it snowed on that day, and I was like, yeah, it's a standard Chicago Midwestern weather, you know, it's just like, that is, oh, fine. Oh, there we go, the gauge. Yes, we will take that. I know it's late, but I'll take it right now. Honestly, yeah, April, it's not unusual for it to snow in April or be this cold in April. Although it would be kind of nice to have, you know, days where it's like, you know, nicer weather, because I think it's just been like a week plus straight of like 40, like sub 40 degree weather, which I guess Fahrenheit for those of y'all who are. It's like, I guess that was kind of stuff I was talking about the way it's cold in 40, because like I was talking in Celsius, like 40 would be like, you know, like, oh my god, you know, I'd be dying. But honestly, I think the cold is a little bit better than the warm for me, because like I said, at least I can just layer up. Although it is kind of annoying having my heater run every so like often. I kind of wish didn't have to run so often, but it's okay. It's alright. We'll hope for better weather. I'm sure it'll come in the next few weeks, hopefully. But yeah, so far it hasn't been the springtime yet. It's been we got the fall. You know, we had the fall spring I think a few weeks ago, and then now we're back to the kind of second, third. I don't even know what winter it is at this point. It's like second, third, eighth. Don't know what that depends on your definitions. But yeah, that's your weather update. In other shenanigans, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, our trivia league ended yesterday. We did, so it's actually kind of funny. We weren't doing that. We were doing all right. Like we weren't. So the way our trivia, it's like a Family Feud trivia thing. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, like you want to get like the 8th place answer because it's worth the most points. Like if you get the most common answer, it's only worth 1 point, whereas like, you know, the 8th ranked answer is like 8 points, that kind of thing. So you I talked about this before, so like you kind of have to like, you know, like not math it, but like kind of mental mind, you know, oh, we can't come up with something that's too easy, but is it actually gonna be on the board, sort of thing. So we were doing all right. We were, I think, like 8th place overall, and the reason why that's important is because we needed, or like they awarded prizes to like the top 5 teams overall, and they only took like the top 2 highest weeks worth of scores of the like 5 or so weeks. So we still had a shot of like getting into the top 5, and I think we were like at the 8th place at the start of last week, or start of the last yesterday. So we were optimistic, but at the same time it was also just like, I don't know, we were just like, eh. But as the night went on, we were doing really well. Like there was so there's this option where you can like double down on a question. It's like, oh, we think this is definitely going to be on there, so you can like get double the points. We doubled down on a question that we got 8 points on, and so we got 16 points. And yeah, it only got better from there because we were so lucky, and like, you know, like we got multiple questions worth like 8 points, and it was just like, oh, because they were like, you know, announcing the answers, and it's like, oh no, is it actually gonna be on there? And then like 8 points blank, and it's like, yes, it is ours. And it's just, we were getting, and I think we got, what place did we get? We got 3rd place that night, which I think there were nightly prizes and there's like overall week prizes. So we got 3rd place, or no, we got 4th place, which was like supposed to be like tickets to like a comedy show, but we didn't want that. Screw that. It's like monetary value, that wasn't worth it. It was like, you're gonna get those tickets for $5. It's like, it's not even worth it. Rather get like a shot or something. So we ended up just getting like round of shots, 2 beer buckets, and it was like, hey, let's go party. And overall, we actually, because like, yeah, we finished 4th that night, and then because we did so well, we actually shot up to 3rd place overall, and we got what is the good one for this? Sorry, I'm just I'll tell my story, but I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, neither of those are good. Oh, neither of those are good at all. Okay, well, for the sake, actually, I'll just take this one. Anyway. Yeah, so we got 3rd place overall, which means we get an all-you-can-eat party. Hell yeah. I mean, honestly, value-wise, it's not that. I mean, to be honest, the place that was holding the, because it's an all-you-can-eat party at that place that we were, like the bar that we were at, and that bar, to be honest, the food's not that great. I'm just set it straight. The food's not that great, but hey, it's free food, and especially for somebody like me who has no income right now, free food is a godsend. So yeah, I'll take it. And so we're gonna have that, I think, in the next few weeks or so. But yeah, you know, yeah, we did pretty well. So what that means is I will be free these upcoming Thursdays starting next week, which means I might have to update my schedule, because I know my schedule says that I will not usually be streaming on Thursdays. That's probably gonna change. I think I probably might start streaming. I don't know though, because like that would mean that I'd be probably streaming like 4 straight days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know if that's really what I want with my life. Although Wednesday, because like Wednesdays is probably a good day to stream, like kind of to keep a break in between, but also I'm gonna have my kickball league starting in 2 weeks on Wednesdays, so I'm gonna have to update my schedule to say that I will not be available on Wednesdays to stream because I will be doing social stuff and trying to get out of the house because I need to. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna stay in my house all day, and we don't want that in our lives. My God, I'm not getting anything good right now. I mean, I guess I'll just take this one just for the potential of getting one more gauge. Yeah, there we go. Okay, one more gauge. That's what we want. Yeah, so for, I guess, next week, that's actually kind of crazy to think about now, because it's like next week I won't have anything on the docket in terms of plans to go out, so I might do something. I really, God, I hope the weather gets better though, because like that'll be a lot better. Because like I have ideas, right? I have ideas for things I can. It doesn't even have to, because like I don't know. Whenever I think of like things to do, I'm always just like, oh, but it costs money. Because it's like, oh, I feel like I have an obligation to be like, oh, I need to like buy this thing or like get food or something. But I need to get out of that mindset and actually realize that I can just go out and not spend money and just actually do stuff. So I need to challenge my mindset there. Late. I need to have energy for the next. Yeah, might as well. I know this feels like it's kind of a waste, but I need energy for the summer trainings. Oh, I'm stupid. That was the. What am I doing? I thought that was late June. That was not late June. That was early June. So I just kind of made myself stupid there. Look stupid. That's fine. I'll just do this instead. Okay. But yeah, I mean, if the weather gets good, I mean, I don't know about this weekend, but like I know because this weekend I think it's gonna get warmer, but it's also gonna be rainy, so we don't want that, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunate. Hate to see it. Anyway, I don't know why I feel like I have to like lean like this. It's weird. Like, yeah, whatever. Okay. We got ourselves some high sequel, so let's get some of the good stuff. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, I thought the summer training was over for a second. I was like, wait, what? I only did one round. What the heck? I was like, excuse me? Okay, this is new. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yep, that sounds about right. That feels about right. Nice. Yeah, that's. I think that's a fun thing about doing a new character in this scenario is that you get to see which one of those they do, which one of those the presets, I guess. Yeah. It's cute. I like it. It's fun. It's fun seeing the little cutscenes. It's stuff like that I really enjoy about this game. You know, gotcha aside, like all the gotcha things aside, like gotcha mechanics. It's fun to see those little things. It's what makes you kind of want to keep playing this game to an extent. So, hold on. Okay, I was like, just realized I don't have my little pillow thing that I kind of have like in my lap. That's kind of nice to just have in my hands while I'm kind of doing these streams. But that's okay. I don't need that. I don't need that right now. Who needs pillows? Pillows are for people. Anyway, I need to heal. I need to probably heal. I don't need energy, so I'll just take that one. Okay, so far, this one's not, well, it's still kind of too early to say, but this one hasn't been great. But again, I'm not really doing this to make a stadium team member. I'm kind of just doing this to get the, whatchamacallit, the trophies. That's what they're called. Trophies. So, with that in mind, I don't think it's too crazy right now. Bono. Oh, I forgot to mention I guess This is gonna sound so sad, but the most interesting thing that happened to me this, well, other than the Trivia League, the most interesting thing to happen, oh, that's cute. The most interesting thing to happen to me this week, are you kidding me, is that I got, this is hilarious considering the conversation I just had about wanting to save money and not spending too much money, you know, on food, and here I am dropping $200 on a wheel controller, a wheel and pedal like accessory controllers for driving simulator. Because like I've been, y'all know I've talked a lot about how I've been really getting into American Truck Simulator, and so I was like looking into it and I was like, dang, you know what? People have been, like, people keep saying like, oh, get a wheel, like a wheel's gonna make the experience so much better, because like controller driving is not horrible, but it's like, it's definitely like has its limitations, and like you kind of don't feel like you could control your truck very well. You can kind of steer and you're like whoop, and then it's just like whoop, but then you have to whoop, whoop, whoop. That kind of thing. It's just like you can't really control it that well. So I was like, yeah, I feel like, you know, intuitively wheel would make sense, right? Because you can like, you know, really kind of get drive down, like, you know, like don't like hit the curves and those sort of things. And it's just like, I was like, you know what? I'll just get like the, not the cheapest one, but like, you know, the cheapest reliable one. So I end up getting, I think, probably what everybody else usually gets, which is the Logitech one. I think it's like the Logitech G920, and I got that one because I have Xbox, so I was like, I might as well, if I want to use it, because I have, here's the funny thing, I have for Forza Horizon 5, it's the one, I did buy that game, I played like probably 5 hours of it at most. I do not play that game, which is kind of a shame, because it's like, it's expensive as heck, so like, honestly, it wasn't really worth it, to be honest, but like, maybe, you know, maybe I might play it and then use the, you know, the pedal and the wheel I have, and then, you know, really make it immersive. But no, I've been playing, I got the wheel, when did I get it? Like 2 days? Yeah, Wednesday? I got it on Wednesday, and dude, it is amazing. It brings your truck driving experience level, like, it takes it to a whole nother level of like great. Like, oh my god, it's so nice to be able to, like, you know, actually drive, you know, between the lines sort of thing, and not, you know, cross lines whenever you're like merging lanes, or like, you know, like trying to like go like through curves and stuff. It's amazing. It's so good. I love it. And like, honestly, the only drawback is the fact that now I can't, like, you know, like, because, like, controlling the camera, like, I have to use the mouse now, which is a little bit annoying, with, like, having to use the wheel and the mouse at the same time. But I've gotten used to it, and again, it's only been 2 days anyway, so, like, it's still really early to really say anything, but initial impressions, I've been very happy with it so far. Yeah, it's been expensive, but like, and also I also dropped like another like $100-ish on new keycaps for my mechanical keyboard, which have finally shipped today. So hopefully I get that soon. I still technically need to buy switches for that to assemble it, but once I get those, and I can Frankenstein, because I have like a sample, like 10 like samples of like 10 for like all these different like keycaps that I bought off Milktooth, just to like try it out. So maybe I could just Frankenstein that, you know, use those instead. I'm sure I have enough for, I'm sure I have 102, however many switches you need for those, for that, like, I don't know, what is it? It's a 10, I think it's a 10 key, is it a 10 keyless? Yeah, it's a 10 keyless, I think, which means it doesn't have the numpad. So, because it's a Neo Ergo is what I have. So, I've been putting off so long on actually, you know, like, building it, despite the fact that I think I got it like when pre-orders were coming out for that. So like, it's been, honestly, I think it has been definitely months. I don't want to say it's been a year, but it could probably be a year. I would not be surprised if it was. But finally taking the plunge, so to speak, which I don't know if this is the best time to do it now because of the fact that I don't have any money, but it's fine, you know. I saved enough money for a reason, so, you know, if worst comes to worst, I can always do part-time jobs, that kind of thing. There we go, now we're in the Dreamfest Long Pride, and you can tell because this is locked, because I've never done it once, so let's do it, let's get it, let's get it on. But yeah, those have been my two main purchases, other than, you know, groceries and food and stuff, so yep, all to say, I might do more. I know I was kind of joking about not doing more ATS American Truck Simulator streams because I was like, man, I just think I just did that one way. I shouldn't have done the that one drive from California to Pueblo or whatever, because that was just like I was already done anyway, and then like I was just like, let's do like another long road trip, and I think I was just like, oh, I should have ended it earlier. Like, what was I doing? But no, I think it went pretty well. So I might do more. I might stream more ATS in the future for sure. And yeah, I might, you know, make that a series as well, along with this, Fall Guys, and Gumas whenever new content for that comes out. What did I do? I accidentally took a picture. Whoops, no, did not want to say that. Good job, Maya. There we go, and we got it. Alright, we just need one more trophy, and then my trophy collection's complete again. For the time being. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. One more year. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So glad. I'm so glad that that's a new. This is a feature now where you can just see the choices. Man, how do we live without that? I don't even know. How do people live without that? It's like how do people live without phones now, or like Google search or anything like that? That's crazy. There was a before times of that, or like before Google, when people had to like, you know, look at phones, or not phones. People had to look in like books and stuff to like look for information. That's crazy. Who would have thought? Back in my day, not even back in my day. No, that was still. I had internet back in my for pretty much my entire life, so it's not like it's not even a back in my day sort of thing. I'm not that old. Okay. I'll probably just do this one because I don't think there's either of the skills are gonna work anyway. Oh, ooh, okay. Let's do. Actually, hold on. Let me see, make sure there's anything else. Ooh, wait, that's actually probably. No, we'll go with this one just so I can fill up some of the gauges. Get those ready. Get those prepped up. Get them all nice and lubed. I don't know. That's I don't like that. I'm not gonna. Let's not say it like that ever again. Okay, there we go. And, dude, Hiseiko's simple, right? It's just like literally just go for the ones that have like the most, like these, like that have the most characters in them, and hopefully try and get as much gauge filled up, so that you can prep up for future turns, sort of thing. And I had pretty good runs with Hiseiko, honestly. Like, I got a UC Ines Fujin. I was originally so my idea for a stream, right, was originally going to be like, oh, the UC challenge, let's do UC, and then I immediately just get a UC Ines Fujin. I'm like, well, this is going to be a real short stream, like, just do it in one run. But, so, that's why I kind of kept it a little bit more general and be like, yeah, maybe we can do, you know, build up my stadium team at least. Then maybe get a UB. I highly doubt I can get a UB. I feel like that's, like, pipe dream at this point, but, like, try and get at least something good. Something good going. Oh, it's the fan book, the art book, the photo book. Interesting. This is something I've noticed, and this is something I noticed. This is very, very. I realize this is. Very, very sudden changing topic, but I'm looking right now and I'm like, y'all notice I don't usually blink, right? Or like it doesn't look like I blink. And then I'm like, you know, it's right there. It doesn't track my blinking very well. Like maybe it's just I blink very fast, because like, I'm like, or maybe I just don't catch it. But like I feel like I should catch it, right? Like you'd be like, you know, like I can see my eyes halfway closed and that kind of thing. But like, yeah, you saw it like right there. My eyes like, you know, like kind of changed like this. I blinked there. But like I'm not blinking, or like I'm not blinking, you know, I'm not blinking, but I am blinking. So it's kind of weird, and I'm like, do I have to blink slower, like, you know, like this sort of thing? But I don't blink slowly, and now it's making me self-conscious, like, do I blink fast? It's like, I never knew that about myself. I'm learning a lot about myself, or I've learned a lot about myself through kind of this, like, kind of process of tracking and, you know, like setting parameters and all that. Not to get too, again, I don't want to get too meta in this thing. I don't really like talking about meta stuff like this, but like I've definitely learned a lot for sure. So I guess that's another thing I learned is I blink really fast. Because yeah, I was watching Devon, I was like, do I ever blink? It's like it's like it's weird. I don't blink. It's like, but I'm pretty sure I blink. Or is it just like because I guess technically I wear contacts, right? So it's like I don't really blink as much. I've noticed, but like I still blink, and it's just like I go on, like I literally just stare at myself, which sounds so egotistical, but like I look at myself and I'm like, do I actually like just because I go for like minute plus without blinking, apparently. I'm just like, I do not go for that long, I'm pretty sure. So it's just like, no, I think it doesn't track it that well, apparently, which, that's fine, just pretend that I just don't blink, which isn't a big deal. Like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, this person doesn't blink, what a weirdo. It's just my weird, one of my weird worries, I guess, I don't know. Anywho's, this one. I'm like, Chipotle, I don't think I have the good Kush. Speaking of Kush, Schedule 1 has popped off, hasn't it? And I've talked about it before, about maybe thinking about streaming it, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, nah. And I feel like now, especially now at this point, I feel like the train's kind of passed. Maybe not. I feel like it's still kind of hot for the most part, but I feel like a week ago definitely, or like a week, 2 weeks ago definitely, or like whenever it first released definitely was when everybody and their mother was playing it and streaming it and all that stuff. So maybe I might just wait for like it to come out on sale or something, and then like buy it and then play for myself sort of thing. But I probably won't stream it, to be honest. Like I don't know if y'all noticed in my about, or like in my in my about section, in my little cards, I have like a little section called games now, where I have like, like here's the series I'm doing, here are series I might do in the future, here's games I might play in the future. Again, non-exhaustive, and I think I say that in the section, but yeah, non-exhaustive. Those are kind of first thought, like here's some games I've thought about doing in the future, maybe I might do that. And I don't even have Schedule 1 on there anymore, because I'm just like, I don't really know if that's honestly something I want to stream. I feel like that's probably just jumping on the bandwagon more than anything at this point right now, so kind of one just like, nah, I won't do it, or nah, I think I'm good for now. Anyway, speaking of not good for now, this one, okay. Ooh, it's 22% chance, so I can risk it. Hey, let's go. There we go. Alright, now I really need to heal, though. Really need energy. I realize I did not go... This is my fatal mistake every time. I'm just like, I go into summer and I don't have enough energy. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but also it kind of sucks having to rest during summer. Especially since my other rest options are usually a lot better, so I'm just kind of shooting myself in the foot more than anything. Okay. Oh. Here's another thing, this is something I did want to talk about, Cinderella Grey, Umamusume, the new anime. Man, anybody who's watching, anybody who isn't watching that, yeah, probably better surprising, anybody who isn't watching that needs to watch it now, because, man, the first episode was definitely, did I talk, I might talk about this actually, I think because I streamed on, no, wait, when did I last stream? My last stream was, Sunday with the Fall Guys stuff. Did I talk about it then? I think I might talk about it then. That the first episode was really promising, and I think, yeah, so the episodes come out on Sunday, so it's only still been the first episode. But no, dude, it's hype. I am super excited about how they're gonna animate everything. I'm sure the first season is, I think I know to an extent what the first season is gonna be like in terms of content, and I think, I'll be honest, it's not, no, it's still hype, but like, I think the hype moments are probably going to be later seasons. Not to say that I don't think it's going to still be a good anime. By the way, should I do this? Let's do it. Alright, okay. We're getting pretty lucky today, comparatively to, my past streams of this where I have not been lucky at all. I've been doing pretty good so far. Nice. But yeah, no, Umamusume Cinderella Grey, definitely hyped for that. Definitely highly recommend if you haven't watched it, so please go and give that a shot. I need to heal. And speaking of other Umamusume stuff, if y'all have been following the official Twitter account for the English version of this game, God, they finally... I guess they finally changed it up in a way, but not really, because now they're posting videos, the like 15-second introduction videos of each character, which, God, I hope they're not released. I hope it already was bad enough with the character intros. I really hope they're not going to do, like, let's do the character video introductions for all the characters that we're going to be releasing, because that's going to be like another, like 30 days. But maybe, I know, like, there was a post, it's funny, because there's a post on the Umamusume subreddit of a guy being like, oh my god, is it finally happening, guys? Oh my god, it's just like, my guy, you are gonna have to wait, like, probably another 30 days, because if they're gonna, and I think my theory was confirmed yesterday when because they released, I think it was like 2 days ago, they posted about Special Week, or like, they posted the Special Week introduction video, and yesterday they posted about, they posted El Condor Pasa, and so it's like, God, okay, we're gonna release all the characters, I see how it is. They're probably not gonna release all the characters, they're probably just gonna release the initial roster, so I think that's probably gonna be like another... 30 days might be a bit too much, actually. I don't know how many characters were first. How many characters were first? Actually, here, let me look this up. I'm gonna... Game Tora. I think 30 might be a bit too much. I don't remember how many characters there were initially, because there were the 1-star and 2-star... Actually, 30 might be right, because there was the 2-stars and 1-stars, and then there are a couple of 3-stars that they initially released, which includes like Special Week, Susuka, Oguri Cap I think was one of them. Was Marusensky one of them? I characters. Release date, Ascending. Okay. Yeah, because they released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They released 8 3-star characters, which is Special Week, Silent Susuka, Tokai Teo, Marusensky, Oguri Cap, Taiki Shuttle, Metronome McQueen, Symboli Rudolph, and Rice Shower. I don't know why they chose those 8, that's kind of interesting. And then they had Gold Chip, Vodka, Daoskara, Grass Wonder, El Condor Pasta, Air Groove, My Own Top Gun, Mitchell Ryan, Agnes Tachyon, Winning Ticket, Sakura Bakshino, Super Creek, Haru Urara, Machikana Fukukitaru, Nice Nature, and King Halo. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was not that far off. There's 25 initial characters. So that means, what, 23 more days of introductory videos? So, you know, hopefully in, I guess that would be early May. Hopefully they release, like, some sort, like, after the end of that, they might release, like, hey, we're gonna start, you know, here's some pre-registration bonus stuff, and we might actually get a release date, or maybe they might do it sooner. I really hope they do it sooner, to be honest, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure you know, because I think I talked about this before. They announced that they were gonna release an English version for this game in June of last year. It is now April of this year, which means it has been 10 months since they talked, or no, it's been like 9 months, because I think it was like late June that they talked about it, but like still 9 months since they talked about, you know, releasing this game, and there's been nothing about a release date or like anything about that stuff. I don't know, man. It's not great. Let's just say it's not ideal for sure. Not the most ideal. And this is coming from a guy who's probably not even going to play the game, to be honest. Like, I might play it just for shits and giggles sort of thing, and also just to do it as like a stream sort of thing. But I am too invested in this version of the game that I'm not going to do it all over again. So I'm just going to keep playing the Japanese version. Maybe I might play the English version just to read the stories, but let's be honest, I say that all the time whenever the English version of a game I play in Japanese gets released. I'm like, oh, I might play the English version for the stories, and then I never read the stories. Let's be honest. This has happened for, well, no, not Bondoi. Bondoi is, I think, the only game that I actually played for the stories, and then I continued playing both versions for some reason. But like D4DJ, Project Sakai, those are games that I'm like, oh, like I played the original Japanese version. I was like, oh, I might play the English version when it comes out for the story. Like, I played the versions, sure, but I didn't read the stories, so it's like I kind of, you know, it's just like I gotta realize at some point that's not a thing I will do. So But I might give it a shot. Who knows? You know, just support the efforts of the fact that they released this game for international audiences, which is pretty crazy in itself. So, good for them, sort of thing. I chose a skill that I shouldn't have chose for Ardon. I don't know why I did that then. That was my mistake. Okay. I'm just gonna do this real quick before I get ready for the potential Almedai. Does Almedai show up in the long? I don't think she does the long distances, right? I don't even know. Okay, good enough. I know I didn't use all my skill points, but I'll save some for later. Also, this is not going to end up being a UC. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is not going to be a UC. But that's okay. We take whatever. Not doing this for the stadium run, doing this for the trophies. That's how it be. And I think we should get the long here, so we should be fine. Speed. But yeah, that's I guess that's all for Umamusume related stuff. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, yeah, anime's been slowly releasing from this season. Like I said, I think the only one I'm watching is Cinderella Grey. Everything else is just kind of doesn't really interest me too much. So we'll see. I mean, it's always the case, right? Where it's like I don't really watch too much. I let the community figure out which ones are good, and then from there I'll put it on my to watch list, only to never watch it because it's stuck in the purgatory that is my to watch list. But hey, you know, it's like. Yeah, eventually, maybe one day, you know, that's what I always say, maybe one day. I will say, I am slowly getting through, I have a crush at work or whatever, that, I hate the English translation for that, but like, the workplace romance one from last season, I am slowly getting through that. It's cute, I like it, it's a nice change of pace of the other romance shows that come out, high school settings, that kind of thing, so, I'm liking it so far. But it's slowly getting through that. Hopefully finish that soon. I also need to finish. I need to finish a lot of stuff. But 100 Girlfriends is also another thing I need to finish. So yeah, let's. I think I'll take this time, you know, while I'm only watching the one show to kind of get into. Okay, there is no Almedai as far as I can see, so we're Gucci. Oh, I forgot we can't sim that. Can't sim it because I haven't done it yet. Alright. I'm gonna let this play out, the this little intro where, oh my god, look at all these people watching this race. That's crazy. I do like the world. I've said this before, I love the world building in this scenario. Like the little kind of things here where you can see the people watching and the little cutscenes and all that. It's a nice little addition. Makes you feel like you're actually in this kind of developing world. And oh my god, look at the left edge there. Yeah, this game is not built for this dimension size. Admittedly, yeah, it's weird, right? This is my Galaxy Z Fold 6, so like admittedly this game's not optimized for Android phones. Most Japanese games aren't optimized for Android phones. That's how it be. I kind of learn to live with it, and that's whatever. I'm still Android over iPhone any day, honestly, at this point. I used to have an iPhone. I think I talked about this before. I used to have an iPhone in high school, and then I switched to Samsung, I think halfway, like sometime after, like I think right after I graduated, I got a Galaxy S10 Edge, and then ever since then I've just been getting Galaxy phones. Yeah, no, the iPhone that I have for tracking purposes is like the first iPhone I bought in a long time, and it's funny because I still have the old photos from my old phone. I talked about this before. Anyway, so yeah, whatever. Oh shit, I forgot this was a thing. I should stop simulating. I should stop simming. I forgot that was a thing. Oh. I didn't mean to take a photo there, but honestly, I kind of want to keep this. Can I do that? Yeah, like it's the magazine cover. It's like, oh, number. It's like, what is this photo? I'm actually gonna save this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saved any photos, which is kind of crazy. But like, that's the first photo. That's okay. There we go. That's hilarious. No, I don't want to stop. I don't want to save photos. I want to fast forward. I need to. I forgot that was a thing, so I need to stop saving or stop fast forwarding through those. Okay, but there we go. We got all the trophies. I don't think this is going to be a good run, but again, I don't care about that because that's not what we're here for. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's watch the. Let's see what the sea enemies looks like. Turn this bad boy up. Oh, it was up. Oh, that explains why the volume was so high. So stupid. So stupid. Because I think I raised the volume of my phone here to during one of the CM or not CMs during one of the those like promotional videos, and I never turned it down. God, that explains why the volume was so high. I'm so stupid. Okay, well, in that case, hold on. Let me adjust that according. Actually, you know what? No, I think that's fine. I'll just keep it like this. Yeah, it's okay. We'll do that. God, that explains so much. I was like, why is the volume so high? It shouldn't be this high. Like I have it. Had it saved, like, you know, like to be a good volume. Like I've tested it out and all that stuff, and it shouldn't have changed. So why is it different? Because I did it on my phone, you dumbo. That's a dumb moment. Anyway. Okay. Oh man, none of these skills are what I want. None of these skills are what I need. Just gonna take random skills, and honestly, if I'm building for Stadium, I should honestly really go for some of the green skills, because I think those are the ones going to activate. Oh, I have only one green skill, never mind. I was like, I should go for some of those. I only have one of those. Okay, never mind. Okay, I think that should be fine. Oh, wait. What is that voice? Okay, there we go. Mayano Top Gun, you copy. I was about to say, like, I didn't even see that. You copy, I copy. I love the skill names. Okay, that's hilarious. You copy, I copy. I do like Mayano for what it's worth. Like, I think I ended up putting her like B in my tier. Oh, that's not terrible, I guess. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, I didn't put her that high on my tier list. I do like her though for what it's worth. Like some of her character traits, like the fact that she's based literally on the movie Top Gun, which you can kind of tell based on her name, right? And the jacket that she wears, like a race outfit. And like some of the references that she makes, you know, like the I copy, you copy, take off, that kind of thing. And my favorite thing is when the new Top Gun movie came out, like I think years ago at this point, but when that came out, they of course they did a promotional like promotion with Umamusume, and of course Mayano was in it. And yeah, they had, I've definitely mentioned this before, like they had like the poster, the Top Gun Maverick poster, but instead of Tom Cruise they had like Mayano Top Gun. And it's just like, man, if there's one poster that, because I don't have posters hanging around anymore for the most part around my place, but like if I had one poster, I would get that one. Even though Mayano's technically not my favorite character, I would definitely go for that. And why am I doing this? Here's my circle. Anyway. Okay. But I would definitely get that. I should see it. That, I don't, did they ever, maybe they did release posters of that, or gave away posters for that during the movie. Maybe, but I'd have to check. Because, man, I would definitely want to get that. Okay, so, oh, pick on. Okay. Also, I've not been hydrating. Remember to hydrate, everybody. Man, it's been 1 hour and I have not hydrated. What am I doing? Hydration is key. Alright, so with that, let's, okay, here, we have two options. We can, actually, we don't have two options, what am I saying? We can do, let's try and train for another long, let's not do Mayano, but let's see, hold on. Let me look at Ma. This has got, you know, it's like their face, or they don't do the surprise eye, but they do like the mouth is like, you know, that kind of thing. Because yeah, because I have my weak link right now for my mid and long distance is definitely my Sakura Laurel, which I guess I could make another Sakura Laurel. I might go that route. I could also do, because technically my weak link right now is the Transcend, not you, is this one, my Transcend. Maybe I might do that. I don't know. No, let's do a Sakura Laurel. Let's try and get a long going so I can get that new character. Directions. Oh right, because the new support card is Daring Tact, so there's been more Daring Tact interactions and, you know, events and stuff. Which, God, it's taken that long. It's taken that long already, so thank goodness for that. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect, because they didn't release too much information on Tact's like personality. I didn't expect her to be like, you know, like the wild girl, I guess, so to speak, like raised in the woods, that kind of thing. It's kind of funny. I did not expect that to be her character. I kind of like it. It's definitely a character I'm definitely interested in pulling for whenever she comes out. Also, I'm not the big, this reaffirms my thing of, I'm not the biggest fan of the characters that are like all like regal talking. I think, yeah, Ramon is a good example. Orfev is kind of no, Orfev is a really good example actually. She really only speaks like king regally, that kind of thing. Gentle Dawn is kind of also another example of that, which is why I didn't really have them that high on my tier list to begin with. Anyway, that makes me think that there's probably more character interactions with Tact. So let me pull that up real quick. Nope. Okay. Oh, that's just a Ramona interaction. Ah, shnikes. Okay. No tact. No tact. Unfortunate. Hate to see it. That's your on mode. Okay. Let's stop dilly-dallying. Let's stop dilly-dallying and get to Sakura Laurel, wherever you are. There you are. I do like her introduction thing of like, that's kind of nice. I like that. Anyway, okay, so she is a betweener, which means I need to get some betweeners, which means probably I'll just go with Meiji Orion. Although if this is for Stadium, I should probably do, yeah, the gold ship, because I know her gold skills really, or her skills definitely really helpful for activating gold skills. I'll just do that. But it's all medium, and I don't need that in my life. What about this one? Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'll take that. Okay. I don't have any good parents with long jeans, though, is the problem. Yeah, no, not really. Fudge my fudge. This Tannhäuser. I was combining Machikane and Tannhäuser into Tachikane. Tachikane? I don't like that. Oh shoot! You know what? This is actually why don't I use this more often? This is actually a pretty good parent. Wow. I mean, granted, Tannhäuser doesn't have good skills. They're like a good like unique skill, but also who cares? This is pretty good. I'll take that. Yeah, we'll do that one. And I think with that, so here's how I probably want to do. Well, yeah, here's probably how I want to do this. Let's get rid of the Ardon, and I'll use my sounds of earth, sounds of ass instead. Sounds of ass. That's the thing. Like, I know it's sounds of earth, but like the way that the katakana is read, it just makes it sound like, because it's like look at it's sounds avu asu. Like, I know asu, so it's like the emphasis on ah, but it's just like asu. It's like ass. It sounds of ass. Which, man, I know my comedy is, you know, that of a 10-year-old, but like whatever, man. Okay, what am I doing? This is not. Wait a second. What am I doing? This is wrong. This is all wrong. I need to go to this one, the betweeners. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, so in that case, I need to do. What did I do before? Why was I doing that? Why was I doing that? That's weird. Okay, if it's a betweener, here's what I'm thinking, y'all. Here's what I'm thinking is that we go. Well, okay, we'll go with the 2. So we'll go with where you be, Air Shakur and Sounds of Ass. Where are you, Sounds of Ass? Sounds of Ass. Okay, and then for my wisdom card, okay, we have a couple of options. I could go Symbol Rudolph. I mean, that's probably the best wisdom card that there is right now. I could also go for the Diamond Wisdom card, which I don't think I have a friend that has that actually, so I might just give that up, and I'll just go with the just go with this one. I don't have that one. I think that's a probably good plan. We'll see. We'll see if that's a good plan. But if it's not, we'll probably change it up. But also, it's kind of hard to say with just one run, and also, oh, my neck, it hurts. My neck. Okay. Okay, why was my mouth? It's like, why was my mouth not moving there when I was doing that? I don't know. I was doing ventriloquism. Okay. Anywho's, Sakura Laurel. Okay, hopefully we get lucky with, I mean, to be honest, it wasn't that bad. At least we still got the 2 gauges eventually, but I kind of like to get them in the 2 turns, just so, you know, I'm not too worried about things. But, yeah, I think we're good. Okay. I should have eaten before this. Yeah, like I said, I went grocery shopping, so I got the foods, and I ate the foods, but did not technically eat dinner. And I was like, I don't need to eat dinner. And then I was like, I regret that now. So, dang, I should have eaten dinner. Dinner. God, that reminds me of the old YouTube poops. If y'all are as old as I am, you remember, you know, they take sound bites from, I think it was like The Legend of Zelda. It was either the video game or the cartoon. I think it was the cartoon. No. Well, both. I think it was actually no. It was like some. I don't want to say MS-DOS. It was some old video game of Legend of Zelda, where it's like Link is just some like is completely different character personalities. Like Link is some like, you know, uppity like guy, and Zelda's like, you know, like also kind of uppity in the sense. Oh, we already got this. Wow, that's crazy. And there's so many like, you know, sound bites from that. It's like, excuse me, princess, and also dinner, Octorok. Like they take like sound bites from that and, you know, replace whatever dialogue is in the original clip and replace it with that. Like, I'm just thinking, there's like a SpongeBob one I watched from a long time ago, which I cannot find it for the life of me again, which kind of sucks. I can only find like a kind of parody version of it, but it's like it's like the Band Geeks episode, but like, you know, it's just like they replace it with like sound bites of that, and that's all it really is, which is really stupid, I realize, but like it was funny at the time, and I still kind of find it funny because it is kind of nostalgia in a sense. In fact, I could probably remember a lot of lines from that. Yeah, well, I'm trying to remember. It's like the it's like I work from the pet hospital. God, now I'm just reciting the original SpongeBob episode. I don't even remember. God, it's been too long. Been too long since I've watched that, so I don't remember what some of the lines were. Yeah. I'm sure. I don't know. I feel like most of them are probably gone to the winds of dead internet, that kind of thing. They're probably gone at this point, but some of them might still be there. Really old YouTube poops, the SpongeBob's, that kind of thing. Those were the days. Those were the days. Dinner. Spaghetti. Oh, that's another thing. They also use the there's like this typing Mario game or whatever. They use a lot of things like, I think you're going to be a great typist one day. Okay, it's your turn to type. And you know, that's kind of thing. It's so stupid, but like those are all, yeah, like I said, it's stupid, but it's nostalgia, so it's you look at it favorably and you don't remember the bad stuff. That's what nostalgia is, right? That's how my childhood is, you know. You don't remember the bad stuff for the most part. You tend to remember most of the good stuff. And that's how it comes to be. And then, you know, sometimes I guess you remember the bad stuff occasionally. That's usually bad stuff, but it's whatever. And you hoosers. Okay. Anyway, all to say, and I think this all stemmed from the conversation initially, which I was saying, which is, man, I'm hungry. I have like a few slices, and I have like a sourdough loaf that's been sliced that I guess I could eat. That wouldn't be too loud. That wouldn't make too much noise if I really wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to subject words. Ooh, lucky. I'm not going to subject y'all to eating noises, because I know some people really hate when people eat on stream, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just save until later. I'll just drink water in the meantime to fill my empty stomach. So hydration break, everyone. Cheers. I guess like I couldn't reach this one. What was this one? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't. So glad I didn't skip that, because that was the way better option. Also, I haven't gotten my date event right. I have not gotten my date event yet. Please give me my date event so I can go on dates with legends. With the legends. Man, I have not failed the training today. It has not been that bad, all things considered. There we go, date event. Yeah, luck-wise it hasn't been that bad. Yeah, I guess it's because I haven't played this game in a while, so I forgot to turn down the luck settings or whatever. That's how it works, right? Go for that one. Okay, we got the gauges. We're good there. Just gotta get some good stamps, and I think also some good RNG our way. We're on a good pace so far, though. We're on good pace for the most part. How long has this scenario been out? Because I feel like it's been a little bit, and I feel like it's also been time for like the new scenario to come out, which is crazy, right? Because it still feels like the scenario is kind of new. Like I still haven't feel like I truly mastered it yet. But it has been a little bit, so you know, it's time for another scenario. Here we go. It's been like a month or two, I think, because like yeah, this scenario coincided with the anniversary, so it's been more than a month. Yeah, okay, been more than a month since this. It's still okay, so there's still plenty of time for me to master this, which I feel like I kind of have. So we should be fine. Spaghetti. Okay. God, now I want spaghetti for some reason. It's like, I don't know why, I just want spaghetti for some reason. Really weird. Really weird how I want that. I guess I'll take this one. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. There we go. I still have my reference up just in case. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. trying to make a Mickey Mouse impression. Oh boy! I can't do that. My voice isn't high enough for a Mickey Mouse impression. I guess I could try if I really wanted to. Oh! Like, I have to step away from my mic a little bit so I'm not, you know, blasting your ears. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna keep blasting your eardrums like this. Okay, enough of that. Enough of Mickey Mouse impressions. Okay, I'm trying to think. Whatever. Can I do any other impressions? Not really. No, I'm not a good impressions guy. What do I want to do with my life? Sure, let's go with that one. Oh boy. Why am I still trying? Okay. I should probably go for some stamina. Stamina, I hardly know her. Oh, speaking of that, I don't know why that reminds me of sport. I guess there was a blog I read a long time ago called Euchre, I Hardly Know Her, and I didn't get the joke. I didn't realize that was a joke. I was like, that's a really weird name for a website, but okay, sure. It was like a blog for brewers and stuff. Because like, if y'all don't know, Euchre is like Bob Euchre, who's a famous radio announcer who unfortunately passed away pretty recently, and so the team's been doing a lot of like tributes to him and like his honor, because he was the radio announcer for the Brewers for God, like so many years, and he was one of the legendary announcers. So it's quite a shame that he wasn't able to see the Brewers win a World Series, which is why I'm really hoping they win this year to, you know, in honor of Bob. But anyway, Euchre, I Hardly Know Her. That's a joke, because like it's like, oh, because like it sounds like you're doing something to her. Like uke is like the verb, like uke her. I hardly know her. It's like you're telling me to do this to her, but I hardly know her. It's like that. That's a joke, and that's a joke that I like to say all the time. It's not a good joke, but all that to say, that's why whenever I say that kind of joke, it's like, oh, stamina, I hardly know her. Like that just reminds me of that, and so that just brings me back to sports. So sports talk, everyone. Sports updates. So yeah, if you're not a sports fan, tune out. don't leave the stream. Please don't leave the stream. But like I'll be done, I promise. Soon. But sports. Yeah, March Madness is over. Florida won. Congratulations to them. I did not choose Florida, so I'm a little bit miffed on that, to be quite honest. But it's whatever. My bracket wasn't really that great this year. I kind of honestly, the tournament this year is kind of meh all around. No huge Cinderella teams. No huge. I mean, I guess Florida was kind of an interesting, you know, seeing them go down, like be down so much in games and then come back to win games. It's kind of interesting, but like, I don't know, it was pretty whatever. I did end up watching a little bit of the second half of the end of the national championship game. My God, Houston, what, they choked it. They absolutely choked. They had a lead of like 12 points, I think, at one point, and then they like ended up losing because like they just could not score, and it's just like their final possession was the worst because they couldn't even get a shot up. It was really sad to watch live, but yeah, congrats to Florida, I guess. And yeah, that's over. NBA playoffs are about to start soon. I don't know. I'm not hoping for anything with the Bucks at this point. There's reports that say that Damian Lillard might come back, but I'm not giving my hopes up, and I don't know, we'll see. I think at this point they're pretty much locked into the 5th seed, which means they'll probably be playing the Pacers, which isn't the worst matchup. I feel like we could probably win that. And then, unfortunately, then I think, I don't want to look too far forward, but then it'll probably be the Cavs, because the Cavs are the 1 seeds, right? So be the Cavs, and I think the Cavs, I mean, the Cavs are good this year, right? But like, here's the thing, like, they're not the Celtics, right? They're not like, you know, they don't have experience in the play, because like regular seasons and playoffs are like 2 whole different beasts, and so I feel like playoff success, you know, is one thing, or sorry, regular season success is one thing, but then translating that to playoffs is a whole nother thing, and so I feel like I don't think they're gonna have what it takes this year to win, to get it to the championship and all that. So I'm a little bit optimistic, but also I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably still watch the games anyway, but I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna get my hopes up about, you know, them winning, even making it to the NBA Finals, much alone ECF, Eastern Conference Finals, that kind of thing. So We shall see how it goes. I'm just hoping the Celtics don't win again, because my god, that would be insufferable. Just let it be a team that hasn't won in a while. Maybe like an OKC. I mean, OKC would be kind of cool to see. Have they ever won a national? They have. No, they won. They won when Durant was there. Okay, when Westbrook and Durant were there. So I guess it hasn't been that long. Yeah, I'd like a team that. Oh, the handshake. Oh, okay. I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this version. The handshakes and the. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Nice. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, no. I'd rather. I've always been the person to be like, you know, oh, underdog. I'd rather have the underdog win than the favorites, just because I think it's nice to cheer for, you know, the underdogs, root for the underdogs. It's kind of. It feels like it's kind of. I don't know if it's human nature, but it feels like it's kind of like, you know, like an intuitive sort of thing. Just not intuitive, because some people aren't really about that, but most people, you know. I feel like most people go for the underdogs, you know, the underdog story, that kind of thing. It feels, it's like a more feel-good thing with feel-good. Speaking of feel-good, not to jump into other topics while I'm talking about other topics, but I've really been getting into, not gorillas, but like, well, I guess kind of gorillas, but like, Feel Good Inc. That's been on my playlist recently, so I've been jamming out to that. I know that's such an old song. I know that's like not new or anything, but like it's still fun to listen to, you know, some of the classics. And admittedly, there are a lot of songs that I don't really know that well. Like, here's something I don't really want to admit, but I might as well, is that I actually didn't know what Bohemian Rhapsody was until college. Like, I knew that was a song made by Queen, but if you turned it on, I would not make the connection that, oh, this song is Bohemian Rhapsody, and I didn't know that until college. Yeah, that's how uncultured I am. I know it's bad. But hey, that ended up, and the funny thing about that is the only reason why I knew or like learned about that song was because it was an elective class in college about music, and like I think the teacher or like the professor use that song as like an example. I was like, oh, this is Bohemian Rhapsody, interesting. Okay, and this is me, and I was just like, man. And I think, yeah, probably everybody else there was like, oh yeah, I know this song, and then me being like, oh, that's what it is. And it's just like, yeah, man, that was unfortunate. But at least I learned. Better late than never, you know. Better late than never with learning new songs. Hello, Blue Giant. What's up? Thank you for joining us for Thank you for joining us for Musume Monday. It's everybody's favorite day of the week. Oh, I need to do races. Uh-oh, what am I doing with my life? But right, I was getting to sports talk, and then I jumped into. Why did I jump into music? Right, I was talking about Feel Good. Yeah, it's because I was jamming out to that song, Feel Good Inc. So yeah, added that to my playlist recently. But sports, yeah, underdog stories, feel good, that kind of thing. And yeah, baseball's still a thing. Brewers are doing pretty good. What else? I mean, football doesn't start for a while, so. And then hockey, I still need to get into hockey, so that's my sports update. While we're on the topic of music updates, actually no, there isn't really anything I've been listening to too much, other than I guess that Gorilla song. What else? I guess technically the one song that I've been really jamming out to. I'm gonna lose this race, by the way, because this is a predetermined race. Actually, wait, am I gonna win this? Oh, I'm gonna win this. Interesting. I thought, isn't this predetermined to lose because Naughty to Brian, or maybe not? This is maybe a different timeline. Never mind. I've been listening to the song I've been listening to on repeat recently has been, other than the one I talk about, is the cover of Wonderwall by Bring Me the Horizon, I think is the band name, which I should know this because like I listen to not a lot of their songs, but Kingslayer, which they made with Baby Metal, I discovered that through a YouTube video, and my god, that's such a banger. Kingslayer for sure. So I was already aware of them, but was listening to songs, and then I encountered that one, and I was like, ooh, okay, you know, I know Wonderwall, I know Bring Me the Horizon, and then, you know, just listening to that, and I was like, this is an interesting cover for sure. It's definitely death metal-y, but I'm about that, you know. I'm not opposed, so I have that, and I've been listening to that on repeat. Otherwise, I don't know, nothing too. Why am I leaning? Why am I doing this weird leaning? Okay, that's weird. Let me look at my playlist actually. Let me look at my what I got right now. Okay, so it's, yeah, the Wonderwall cover. It's the Soggy Birthday song, which I've been also listening to on repeat because I've been really liking that. I think I've been on a weird kick with like emo music, so like the Wonderwall, I guess, does that really count? I guess not really. But I'm sure everybody's gonna know this song. Welcome to the Black Parade, My Chemical Romance, that's also on there. Like, this is my playlist of like top songs I've been listening, like top tracks this month or whatever. I know Spotify has like this little thing of top tracks this month where it's like the songs that you've been listening to on repeat. I have that as like a separate playlist because apparently that's not available on the mobile app, so I'm listening to that. Oh, the I don't know when this plays in the movie. I think, is this the ending song to Howl's Moving Castle? Merry-Go-Round of Life. So I've been listening to that. The instrumental, not instrumental, the orchestral version of that. There's a EDM song, not EDM, but like an electronic song, I guess. I don't know what genre it would be. Technically subgenre. Another Gakuin Master song. Another Gakuin Master song. The Misusu one, which, God, I'm still excited for Misusu to come out in May, so that'll be exciting. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to, gonna definitely do a stream about that whenever she comes out. Doing a stream of her, pulling for her, and doing some runs. Am I frozen? Hello? Okay, I was like, why is it not working? Oh, the theme to Your Name, that's another one I've been listening to. That's number 8. Feel Good Inc. is number 9. Zombie by Bad Wolves. I think that's a cover of Zombie by the Cranberries. That's also banger. Listening to that on repeats. For a while, I think it's been there for a few months. Fat Rat song, Party Hard, Andrew WK. Oh, another artist I discovered recently, Japanese artist, is Ayane. Her name is Ayane. It's like literally just it's not even like, it's not even hiragana, katakana or anything. It's literally just the English letters, Ayane. I've been really liking it. I don't know how I found her. I think I do this thing where I like listen to songs on YouTube and then just scroll down to the recommendations and just see like what recommended videos there are. That's how I discover new artists. And I discovered her through that, and I was like, this is really nice because it reminds me a lot of K-pop in a sense. Like, it's very K-pop core in this, like, and I don't mind that, like the instrumentals, the vocals, all that, but it's Japanese, so it's a little bit different in that way. It's a little bit of a different twist, but yeah, I've been listening to some of her songs on repeat. There's a lot of Gakuin Master songs on here, I'm realizing. Oh, the ending for 100 Girlfriends Season 2, I've been really liking that, so I've been listening to that a lot. I'm just looking through my playlist. I still have the opening for Dan Da Dan, Otonoke. That's also banger. Still listening to that. Oh, a Vocaloid song, Noda. That's I think they actually recently added that to Project Sakai, so definitely something. I don't know. I mean, I think that was a while ago though, so it's like whatever. But definitely one to bring me back, I guess, in a sense. 11%. Do I really risk that? Sure, I risk it. Okay, there's our first failure of the night. Nice. Love that. Love it. Love that for me. Okay, thank goodness I had the little thing, so I don't have to lose any motivation. My life. I mean, I already have the top skill, so I might as well just take this one. Okay, I need to use my skill points. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, I think we're good for now. Man, I really should have eaten before this. I'm just, the more longer the stream goes on, the more I'm like, I need to eat something. Because I am hungry. I hunger. I hunger for food. And like, I have, the bread is just, it's just staring me. It's it's to my left. It's right there. And I can just reach over it and just grab it, and I really want to. But like I said, I'm not going to do that. Because I don't want to, you know, eat while on stream, because that's, you know, not the best for peeps, for some peeps. So, not gonna do that. Not gonna subject y'all to that. None of these are what I want. These skills are terrible. Wow, these are useless. It's like that one Gravity Falls meme where it's like, wow, this is completely useless, or something like that. I use that a lot. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, fam, this is probably not gonna be a good run. It's not shaping up to be a good run. I guess it's still too early to say, but not shaping up to be good. Okay, let's see. What's her reaction? Is it gonna be proud, embarrassed? Okay, it's nothing. Or nothing. That was the third option. 3 options right there. Oh, I need to do more races. What am I doing with my life? Let's do this one. Okay, okay. We're so good. We are so back. It is not Jover, we're so Barak. That's yet another meme that lives rent-free in my head. The Jover and the Barak. It's like, it's so Jover, we're so Barak. I don't know why that's... Stuff like that is just... Really tickles me. Really tickles my pickle, so to speak. Tickles my pickle. Let me take some hydration break real quick to try to satiate my hunger. If I can't eat anything, I might as well drink my water. Oh, water. Okay. Hydration is good. Okay. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend, or start of the weekend. Yeah. I mentioned at the start of the stream, but yeah, it's been... Not gonna lie, it's not been the best week, but been, you know, pushing through, you know, just getting as much stuff as I can in terms of job applications and all that good stuff. Just trying to pump up my numbers, so to speak. Pump up those numbers, kid. You know, that kind of thing. But it's you know, it's all work in progress for sure. Oh, do I want to mention this? I don't know if I want to mention this. Maybe I won't mention it. You know what? I might as well. This was... When was this? This was like a few days ago, I think. I got my first, or not, I'm talking about this. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. Yeah, because for those of y'all who don't know, I post the VODs of these on a YouTube channel. I have my YouTube channel where I post my VODs. I also post like the clips I post them as shorts. Which have been getting surprisingly pretty decent numbers. Like, I've gotten like hundreds of views on most of them. I think one of them I almost gotten like 1,000 views, which is pretty crazy. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because I actually got my first comment on one of my videos, and it's not the worst comment that I could have gotten. Like, it could have been like, oh, like, gross, a VTuber, or like, why are you, like, you know, female character, like, you know, some of the hate that people may get, you know, for this kind of thing. But like, the first comment I got was, "You look sad." That was the first comment I got on the video, and I was like, you know what, valid. That's very valid. I mean, to be fair, like, I am, like, and I did tune my VTuber model to be a little bit more smile-y in a sense, but like, that's who I am, right? Like, I'm not gonna change. Like, this is me in real life too. Like, I'm generally pretty chill, pretty low-key, pretty neutral. Like, I don't really smile that often. So like, I didn't want my character to be smiley, which is why I kind of set it to be the way it did. So I was like, yeah, you know what, that's fair, but like, you know what? I'm not sad or anything. So I commented back and I was like, not sad, just low key, lol. That's my comment. And then the guy was just like, oh. And I don't know whether, I don't know, I think that was the extent of that, but it was funny. It was a fun little thing. I mean, like I said, it could have been a worse comment, could have been a hate comment or something, so not the worst thing in the world, but I just found that kind of amusing, just be like, that's the first comment I get in a video, it's just, you look sad. It's like, okay, that's totally fair. I'm not bothered by it or anything, I just think that's hilarious. It's just like, yeah, it's funny. I don't even know if they're subscribed or anything. I don't even know how they would find me. Yeah, not to get too far into numbers and stuff, but it's interesting to see what gets highly viewed and what doesn't. Not that that really influences my playing, if anything, because like, if it did, I'd probably be playing Fall Guys all day, because apparently that gets a lot of views. But nah, I'm not gonna drop everything and become a dedicated Fall Guys streamer, you know, that kind of thing. Not about that life. So instead, I'm just gonna play whatever the hell I want to play. Like, y'all notice how I play like random ass games, like I play like stuff like Glyphica, like I played like random, like Putler. Like, that was a game that I think almost nobody, and even now nobody knows about. Because like, I only found that randomly through, I don't know, either my discovery queue or something. Like, I just randomly found it, and I was like, eh, that looks interesting enough, and then I just, you know, went ahead and played it, and yeah, so I was like, you know, it looks interesting enough, I might as well play it, and so I did. Stuff like that, where it's just like, I don't care about, you know, oh, this is gonna get, and this is kind of why I'm not gonna probably play Schedule 1, is because I don't really care about, you know, like, oh, is this gonna get this many views, is this gonna, you know, the analytics, all that stuff. Like, I do enough data analytics and all that stuff, or I did, I don't really do it anymore now that I don't have a job, but, you know, when I was working, I did a lot of that before, and I was just like, I don't want to do that for, like, a hobby stuff, so I'm just gonna, anything that I do for funsies, I'm just gonna keep it casual. It's kind of the same thing with, you know, like playing this game, or playing like some of the other gacha games, or even some of like the PC games I play. Like, I don't really go deep dive into like the numbers, the data, and I could definitely do that, because I have this is gonna make me sound so egotistical, but I have the abilities to be able to do that based on, you know, all this learning that I've done, all the knowledge that I have. I could definitely do that, but do I want to is the thing. And the answer is no, I don't. I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm just going to do this for fun. I'm going to let everybody else do all the analytics and stuff, and I'm just going to let them figure it out. And then I'll read that and, you know, let them figure it out. That's how I live. That's how I'm going to live. Just chill for the most part. Chill gaming. Chill gaming hours. I think that's why I'm so into some of the games like, I don't know if Fall Guys is the right category for this in terms of like chill gaming. Fall Guys is kind of a chill game for me to TBQH, to be quite honest. But like American Truck Simulator, right? Like, I talked, you know, about how I bought like a freaking wheel controller just for playing that game. I freaking dropped $200 despite the fact that I don't have income anymore. I still think it's worth it. I think it's I cannot gloat enough about how much that has improved my gameplay experience for that game. It's so good. But yeah, no, stuff like that where it's like, you know, it's relaxing. I can kind of turn my brain off and just like, you know, listen to music and just, you know, control my truck and drive around the western US and all that stuff. It's fun. I like it, you know? It's just that kind of gameplay. I guess that's why I can't really, or that's why I kind of am holding off on playing games like City Skylines, or like, you know, some of the more like strategy-driven games, because I had like games like that, Cult of the Lamp I bought on sale recently, or like Enter the Gungeon, but like there's some roadblock for me where it's like I feel like I have to, like, you know, dedicate myself to min-max everything, you know, strategize stuff, and that feels like a little counterintuitive to how I play games, which is just relax, have a good time. Like, it's kind of similar to like one of the games I wanted to play like on my list of games is MLB The Show 25. And the funny thing about that is like I play that game on rookie difficulty for, at least for hitting. For pitching, I do like all-star or like one of the higher ranks, because I can get away with, you know, getting that, because otherwise it's way too easy to like pitch in that game. But for hitting's pretty hard, so like I usually just go rookie, and it's not that I don't do well in that. Like if I play as rookie, I hit like really well, and I guess I could get away with hitting varsity and like, you know, still doing well. But like I want to, you know, I don't play the game just to like, you know, like oh, do the struggles of like real pitching and like real hitting and all that. Like I play just to have a good time and just to pretend like I'm a Major League Baseball player who can hit like 60 home runs a game and with a 400 average or whatever, because like that's realistic. But like no, I don't do it for realism. I just do it for the funsies. So it's, you know, I'm just here to have a good time. That's all it really is. That's what we're all here for, ain't it? What we're all here for on this earth, just have a good time. Anyway, not side note, but maybe heads up. This is probably gonna be my last run. The hunger is really taking over. I'm actually starting to feel a bit of chills, which is probably not a good thing. So I really probably should eat something sooner rather than later. Which is crazy, right? Because I had a pretty big. Ooh. If I do this, this is a 42% chance though. No, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. But yeah, I mean, we're approaching 2 hours on the stream anyway, so I mean, it is not the shortest stream anyway, so I'm probably gonna... We'll see how we do on this run. So far, it's not the worst. I mean, the summer training isn't that bad, but like also... I mean, if we get some good final turns, we could probably get a pretty good floral, but like I'm not holding hope for this being really amazing. But yeah, we're probably gonna end it after this one, so just a heads up to y'all, just set expectations and all that good stuff. So yeah, anyway. Yeah. Man, oh yeah, why am I feeling tingly on my hands? Uh-oh. This is not good. That's not great. I am not doing the best. I'm just gonna skip that. Oh wait, no, skip you. I'm just gonna skippity. I'm gonna skippity. How do I skip you? Oh, that one. That's the one. Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, please. Wait, why did I do that when I should probably done the other one just to heal? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay, it's fine. Okay, get all the skills up. Get that up. Get this one up. Okay, get that up. See, what else is there? Get this one. Actually, no. What am I doing? Not that one. That one's not good. Let me at least get some of the. Did I already get? I already got them. Okay, I already got the skills that can level up or whatever. The ones that can get into pink skills. This. I might as well just do these. Screw it. I might as well just do these. Okay, good enough. Okay. I don't know if it's cold or if it's my body that's the issue, but I am actually getting pretty cold right now. It is also like, well, no, it's not that cold. Well, I guess it is cold. No, it's not that cold. What am I saying? Oh god. I'm arguing with myself. Becoming insane. I'm becoming insane. Somebody help me. I'll take the stamina. The stamina skill, gold stamina. Okay. Okay, I think I only have 2 turns to train left, because I think, unfortunately, I think because she does Japan Cup, and I think she does Arima Kinen, so that's unfortunate, because it only gives me limited turns, but it is what it is, so, yeah. Because I don't think this is the last, yeah, there's already Makinen. I don't like that. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay, that kind of cements that this one's not gonna be that great. Yeah, no. That's okay. Hey, if it beats UD5, honestly, that's better than what I already have for this for my stadium team, so we take those here. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Now we just gotta do the final races, and then we're golden. We're golden like a potato. Oh, don't talk about food. Why am I talking about food? Oh my god! Every time I talk about food, I just it's not fun. Not having a fun time. Why did I not eat before the stream? I thought I learned my lesson before. Clearly, I haven't. This is the lesson today, kids. Is eat before you stream. Otherwise, you're just not gonna have a good time. Or like eat before you do something in general. Important, I guess. I don't know. Eat before you do your SATs. Kids still do that, you know, the SATs, the ACTs, the standardized tests. Ugh, gross. Don't envy people doing those, because that was not fun for me to do that. Alright, CM time, or promotional video time. 闘志もゆる遥かなる王道その背中は期待に応えるように秋を滑る覇者となった Practice my shot. What? What? その伝説は桜ロール Sakura Laurel? What? Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, anyway. Alright, let's see the damage, let's see what we got, going. How bad it was. You know what? Surprisingly, not that. You know what? Actually, this could be actually pretty decent. Well, the speed's not great. The stamina's not that great. Everything else is actually not that bad. I do think this will probably end up beating the one that I have for Stadium Team. I don't think this is definitely not going to be UC, unfortunately, but that is okay because we take those here at Shino Incorporated. Yeah, no, never mind. I thought I remember something, but it's not important. It's not something I really should. Not important to bring up. Give me my skills. Give me my skills. Give me my skills. Okay. Let's see. If I have to predict, UD6. UD3. Okay, well, that's worse than the other one I have, so clearly I was wrong. I do not know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, I guess I can't use this for Stadium then. That's a big rippo. Big rippo. But that's whatever. Okay, well. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Okay, no worries there, but yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much be it for me. Because I am hungering for food. I need to eat. I desperately need to eat something. So I am gonna call it there. But yeah, no, thanks. Okay, sorry, I'm just putting away everything right now. But yeah, okay. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. I know it's been a while since I did the last stream, so I don't want to say, I don't know if apologize is the right word, but I realize that that's a thing. So but again, this is just a hobby. I do it for funsies, so it's not like I have a strict schedule. But yeah, I mean, well, you know, weekends to come, you know, so I'll definitely be doing more streams for the upcoming weekend. We'll see what I'm gonna play. Maybe some Fall Guys, maybe some American Truck Simulator. Get back into that. Start showing y'all what it's like with the wheel controller. And maybe I might do another game. There is a game I bought pretty recently. It's like a puzzle game. It's like a cryptography puzzle game, which seems really complicated. Which apparently you need like a pen and paper for. So I might have to set up something for that. I have like a drawing tablet that maybe I can set up, and then have some sort of like kind of little screen to be like, here's all my, you know, like little notes that I'm taking. Maybe I might do something with that so that y'all can see my little thoughts and interactions there, rather than just like me putting all my notes and not you all not knowing what that is. So I might do that, but Anyway, we'll see, but I will probably be doing a stream tomorrow. So look out for that. Usual time, probably sometime around 7 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. I'm also slightly thinking about maybe doing the weekend streams a bit earlier because people don't have work, and so people can tune in earlier, and so that means I can kind of do longer streams without having to, go in 10, 11, 12, like my time, like into the night. So that might be nice. So we'll see if I do streams earlier, but I'll do one tomorrow most likely, so stay tuned for that. But until then, this has been Shino the Penguin. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next stream, which hopefully should be soon. So till then, have a good rest of your Friday and a good weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.